All loaded, ready, and they're off in the Centenary Vase. Field of 7, and going forward early was Super Pistachio, and he's going to quickly roll up and take the lead. Packing OK quickly gets into his slipstream in second, and Jacoby's racing handy in third. Pure Champion looks like he'll slot into the 1-1 fourth from Sapelli. Then Beauty lead, and at this stage Super Saturn is coursing a little bit wide at the rear of the field. 1,400 metres to travel, and Super Pistachio leads by 2 lengths over Jacoby in second position. 2.5 to 3 back to Packing OK running third. So Super Pistachio running along at fairly even sectionals, 14.6 and then 23.2. Running in fourth position was Pure Champion. He's left without cover now, even though he's one off from Sapelli, Super Saturn, and Beauty lead is last. 1,000 metres to go, and Super Pistachio makes the running by 2 lengths on Jacoby. 2.5 further back to Packing OK as they negotiate the bend down the side. Pure Champion is spotting the leader about 6 lengths at the 800 metres from Sapelli to his inside. 1.5 lengths to Super Saturn, and Beauty lead back at the rear. Running up to the bend, 600 metres to gallop. Super Pistachio's been left alone on the pace. Leads by 1.5 lengths. Jacoby starting to creep a little closer now from Packing OK. 2 further back, Sapelli. Pure Champion still 5 or 6 off them as they corner in. Then Super Saturn and Beauty lead. Super Pistachio in front, 3.50 to go. Jacoby's the first to strike him and takes the lead, and Packing OK, the stablemate in turn, quickly gathers him in and fires to the front. Pure Champion starting to wind up, but he's got 2 to make up. Packing OK in front. Pure Champion's digging in now. He's clawing back the margin. Sapelli's coming through late. It's Packing OK in front from Pure Champion. Sapelli, Packing OK wins it from either Pure Champion or Sapelli in a photo. Fourth went to Jacoby, but he weakened in the final furlong from Super Pistachio. Beauty lead, and Super Saturn was last. Packing OK from a photo between Pure Champion and Sapelli. It'll go to Pure Champion just ahead of Sapelli, and then a couple of lengths back to Jacoby running fourth, and then Beauty leads Super Pistachio. And the Derby winner from a couple of seasons ago, Super Saturn, has just never recaptured that form.
Well, just 7 runners in this field, and they sorted themselves out quite quickly, really. Super Pistachio wasn't hanging around up there on the speed. 14.6, 23.2 he went, and he got out there on his own. Darren Beeman, who was on Packing OK in the blue and white colours and the bright red cap, came away from the rail there, and he ends up just popping off into a one-off spot. Mosse now three deep, but he does manage to get in as they sort themselves out. Super Saturn well back in the field. He'd settled back along with Sapelli, and Beauty lead, given his time to find his feet as well. But at the sort of pass, I think that's about the 1,200, was Super Pistachio getting an uncontested lead. Jacoby sat behind him in second, got a nice run, and Packing OK just half-carting outside of Jacoby. Lloyd looking over his shoulder there, and Darren Beeman holding that one-off spot, and Mosse just gets in behind. Well, tries to get in for a bit of cover, but doesn't really fully get it. But he's not covering much ground with Sapelli inside of him, just Super Saturn behind him, and Beauty lead at the tail. No change to the order as they come up to the 600-metre mark, and now, well, Super Pistachio just continuing this good gallop up in front. I don't think the section between the 8 and the 4 was anything startling, and Jacoby starting to creep a bit closer, as was Packing OK, and now just starting to niggle at him. Mosse always had Packing OK just about 1.25 lengths ahead of him, and Beeman went first here on Packing OK, and he responded nicely, and just under the 133. He couldn't quite quicken up to today as well as he did last time, Pure Champion, but he's run a game race, and Sapelli darted back up the inside in between Jacoby and Super Pistachio, found nothing, nor did Super Saturn. Beauty lead stayed on one pace, but Packing OK sat third in the run and held the challenges at bay, really, in the concluding stage.